Hello everyone, welcome to my channel A to Z Nursing Notes. I'm Rupinder, and in today's video we will be talking about how to fill CNO application. So guys, my previous videos, they were all regarding the NNAS process, how to fill the NNAS application form and what all documents to submit, right? And after all that process is done and you get your NNAS advisory report, then you have to move forward to the second step of getting registered as a nurse in Canada, that is applying to the regulatory body, right? So for Ontario, CNO, that is the College of Nurses of Ontario, is the regulatory body, and I will be showing you how to fill the CNO application, right? So this would be the dashboard, like when you open your dashboard, and it will be showing you as this would be your application number, your nursing group, then your regulatory body. This is the your dashboard when your advisory report has been generated, right? So earlier it was just CNO. After your regulatory advisory report has been generated, it will be showing a tab saying apply to this regulatory body, right? And also there will be status will be seen as report issued, and there would be an action tab also to port this report. Like if you want that the same advisory report be shared to another regulatory body of another province, that can also be done after your advisory report has been generated, right? So you have to click on this. Suppose you want to proceed with your LPN application, okay, for instance. So you will be clicking on this one, apply to this regulatory board, and you will be taken to the College of Nurses of Ontario website, right? So this first screen will be how do I apply online, and you have to go, it will tell you that you have to go to the maintain your membership. So you will be going to maintain your membership, and in that there will be a tab being shown as login to my account, right? So when you log in, there will be some privacy terms and conditions. So you have to click on I have read the CNO's privacy policy and understand it, and then click on continue. Then it will be asking you further questions like, are you a member? Have you ever been registered with the college? So because you do not have registration with the college, so you will be saying no, and then click on continue. Then it will be asking you, are you an applicant? So do you have an open application, or have you ever applied to the college in the past? So we have never applied, like I have never applied to the College of Nurses of Ontario, so I will be clicking on no and continue. So it will say we need to check if you have an existing account. So they are double checking that you are already registered with the CNO or not. So you will be entering here, it will be prompting you to enter your date of birth, that is the year, month and day of your birth, your email address, and then you will have to confirm your email address and click on continue. Now when I enter these, it shows, now this is just for the first time when you are creating the account with the CNO. This is for the very first time, right? So it will be saying, it appears you do not have an account with us. Please complete the fields below to create your account. So it will be prompting you to register or to sign up with the CNO, right? So you will have to enter your legal first name, your legal last name, your primary phone number, your alternate phone number, and your email address. Then it will be asking you what is your gender, what is your preferred language of communication, English or French, whichever it is. Then search for your new address by entering it below. So you have to enter your mailing address, right? Your home address here. And then there would be your apartment number, city, province, and then country and postal zip code. And then you have to click on continue. So when you click on continue, it will say check your email. We have just sent you an email. So they will be you will be receiving an email from the College of Nurses of Ontario, and it will be prompting you to set your password for the login, right? And then you have to return to the login page. So here then you will be entering your email address and your password and click on the login tab, and then after all this your application process to apply for the CNO registration, it will start. So when you log in, your home page will look like this. It will show your profile, your applications which are open. Then you can, in your profile, you can update your personal information, you can change your password, and you can see the receipts of all the applications which you have done the payment for, right? So before that, you have to go to this tab, create new application or view or open application. So every time, even after creating your application, if you want to view your application, you have to click on this link, and then it will take you to your application page, right? So here we will be clicking on start a new application. Okay, so this is the initial prompts that, like initial information you will be receiving from CNO. They will be saying that this will take the like minimum of 20 to 30 minutes to complete the application, and for every like page of information you enter, you have to, when you move to the next page, you have to click on the next button. And one more thing is this application, you do not need to complete in one go. You have the option of putting in the information and saving it for later, that so that you can finish it later on. Like in if you say like for the New York State board, when you fill the application, you have to complete the application in one sitting. For this you can always save the information and come back later to fill your information, right? You can return to your application at any time by logging into your maintain your membership and click on view or open applications. And then there are some of the fee payments which it will be prompting you, these all are the fee payments which will be which you will be expecting in your application process throughout, right? So there will be some initial fee for this application, and you have to pay the application fee within the 60 days, else whatever information you have filled, it will be deleted and you will have to create your new application. As I already told you, that you can save your information and come back and fill it again later until you finish it. So it should be they have given you the application time period of 60 days, right? Then there will be some registration fee, the registration exam fee, that is the now the earlier called the CPNRE exam, now it has been modified as RXPN exam. So there will be fee for that, or the NCLEX. Then there will be a jurisprudence exam. For that there will be some fee. There will be criminal record fee, and there may be other fee as per your application, on case to case basis, right? And you have to pay all these fees by yourself. It is not a complete package, it would be in steps. Then what all things you need to keep handy with you while filling your application. So either you may need any, if you should have any of these documents with you, like your Canadian birth certificate, landed immigrant document, permanent resident card, or your Canadian passport, your certificate of Canadian citizenship, or your current certificate of Indian status, or your work or study permit that is authorizing you to work as a nurse in Ontario. Then you have to click on next, and then it will be asking you that which application you want to apply for, which category it is, whether it is RPN you are applying for registration, or for registering as a registered nurse with the CNO, or as a nurse practitioner, right? So as I told you that we will be proceeding with the RPN application, so I have selected the RPN category. Now other registrations they are asking about: are you currently registered in another province in the same class and category you are applying to CNO? Same class means you are there are some classes like temporary class, extended class, general class category. So which category you are applying, and which class in which category. Category is your RPN, RN, or and nurse practitioner. Suppose you are applying in the general category of RPN in Alberta, and then you are also applying for the general category of RPN in CNO. So you will be marking it as yes, otherwise no. So, and they are specifying that open application in another province does not mean that you are registered to practice in that province, right? So like you are already a registered licensed practical nurse in Alberta, so then you will be clicking on yes, otherwise it would be no. Then it is where did you complete your nursing education for this class and category that you are applying for. So I am an overseas nurse from, and I've done my education from India, so I have selected India. Then another important thing is they always keep on checking, you know, that you do not enter into the wrong category. So they are asking again that whether you have like you should have your NNAS advisory report before applying to the CNO, as you cannot directly apply to any regulatory body of the province. You have the first process of becoming a registered nurse or a registered licensed practical nurse in Canada is to go through the NNAS process. Then you have to move forward to the like regulatory body. So has the nurse NNAS reviewed your application? Yes, because I have received my advisory report. Now here it is the NNAS registration ID. This is the main ID that appears on your dashboard, and then you have to, here there is NNAS application number. Now this application number, it depends upon whether you are applying for the if you are applying for the RN, then you will be writing your RN number. If you are applying for the LPN, you will be writing your LPN number. Then before you continue, based on your answers, we can see that you are an international applicant and you have completed your nursing education outside of Canada, right? So if all this information is correct, then you have to click on next. Otherwise, you can review your information by clicking on previous. So we will be clicking on yes. Now the main application starts. So some of the information may be pre-filled based on your like information you have given to the CNO during the previous process. So it is your legal name, your date of birth, gender, your email address. So then they will be asking you about your phone number, your secondary phone number, and the language of preference, plus your home address. If you like your home address, you want to make any changes, so they will be asking you, is this your current home address? If it is changed, then you can like edit the information and click on next. So next there will be required documents. So you have to submit one document which proves that you are authorized to work as a registered nurse in or registered practical nurse in Ontario. So you can submit any of these documents, like your Canadian birth certificate, your immigration document, landed immigrant document, your PR card, right, your Canadian passport, your Canadian citizenship certificate, any of these things. But you have to keep in mind that if the name in your citizenship document is different from the name on your application form, then you have to submit the supporting documents for that same. So when you click on here upload file, then you can browse in your computer to search for your file and upload it. And when you upload the file, it will be showing here as the name of the file you have uploaded. Next, they will be asking you about whether you require an exam accommodation. So exam accommodation, it means that whether you require any help in giving your exam, like you have some physical or mental condition based on which you are not able to, like you require modifications in your exam, which may be that you require additional time to write your exam or a separate room to write your exam. But whichever thing you choose, you will have to provide your supporting documents like doctor's documents for that. And plus you have to make sure you should be aware that the requesting accommodation, it will like limit your time and the location of your exam setting, right? So there would be specific locations where which are offering these accommodations. Then would you like to request an exam accommodation? So I have written no. And then there are some declaration questions as it is in the NNAS application, like have you ever been found guilty in any criminal offense? No. Have you ever been subject of finding a professional misconduct? No. Are you the subject of current investigation or proceeding? No. Are you the subject of current proceeding in respect of any offense in any other jurisdiction? Right? No. Have you ever been refused registration as a nurse or in any other profession in any jurisdiction? No. Is there anything in your past or present that would provide reasonable grounds for your belief that you suffer from a physical or mental condition? No. Then, is there anything in your past that or present that provides reasonable grounds for belief that you will not practice nursing with decency? No. So most of the questions they will be no only, depending upon your case. So is there anything in your past or present that would provide reasonable grounds for your belief that you do not have sufficient knowledge, skill and judgment to competently engage in the nursing practice? No. Then is there anything else in your past or present that would provide reasonable grounds for belief that you will not display an appropriate professional attitude? No. So you have to answer these questions as per your application, as per applicable to you, and then you will get an application summary. That is, you will like a pre-filled form, like a filled form will be generated, showing all the details about you, your application information, your personal information, then the document which you have uploaded, then exam accommodation which you have required, the declaration questions answers that you have given, and then you have to click here on I agree and understand, and then move forward. Then you have to check here that I certify that all of the information provided is correct, and so on and so forth. And then you will come to the payment method, right? So this is the payment page. It will be showing the category for which you are applying. So this is like, suppose LPN application fee international, so the amount is $300 plus the HST, and then this will be the total amount which can be paid by. These are the methods by which you can pay, like online you can interact, you can pay by MasterCard, Master Debit Card, Visa Card, Visa Debit Card, or American Express. So you have to choose any of these options. Either you will be paying by credit card online or interact, right? Then once you have done the payment, a receipt will be generated of your online payment. Your payment was successfully processed, and that will be showing you your order number, the amount you paid, the type of card you used, or the type of payment method you used. Then there is some authorization code and the response message and transaction date. And you can always view this receipt in the, when I showed you the home page of CNO, of when you create and view your application, then it comes, receipt sections come. In that you can always check the payments you have made. So coming back to this, now this will be your home page, like when your application process is finished. So here your application number will be shown, the category for which you are applying, and the class. So it is application number, your nursing category, and your nursing class. So when you will be clicking on this plus sign, it will be showing you all the requirements which you have to meet in order for your application to get complete and move forward for registration, right? Next is, here it will be appearing, this is your message center, and all the communications from the College of Nurses, these you can check here. In your email, you will just be getting a notification from the College of Nurses of Ontario that you have received one message from College of Nurses of Ontario, but whatever detail it is, you will have to go into this message center and check by opening these messages, right? So like and this is a screenshot of how the message center looks like. So it will be the date on which you received the communication. So it says we have received your application, and it is unread. You can always open this link and read whatever communication is there and exit back to come back to the main page, right? So this is the message from the CNO. Thank you for submitting your application. Please click on the link to view the further steps. So you can click on this and they will guide you through the next process. And next there would be, this is a screenshot of what all things include in the requirements of becoming a registered practical nurse in Ontario. So these requirements are nursing education, your evidence of practice, your registration exam, jurisprudence exam, language proficiency, authorization to work, character of conduct and health, police criminal record check, character, conduct and health declaration, and character, conduct and health other registration. So after when you have submitted your application, paid your required fee, these two things, they will automatically, they will do some background check and they will be fulfilled. This is a police clearance check which you will have to apply. Then authorization to work, once they verify your documents, this will also be met. Now you will be left with your nursing education, your evidence of practice, registration exam, jurisprudence exam, and language proficiency. So we will be talking about these in detail in my future videos, and all the very best to you guys. Thank you very much.